Ukrainian defense forces are striking Russian military targets in annexed Crimea, including air defense and radar stations, high-tech weapons, military equipment depots, fuel storage facilities, and energy infrastructure. Ukrainian military experts spoke to Krim.Reli about the geography, density, frequency, and effectiveness of these strikes in Crimea. According to military experts, hitting Russian military targets in annexed Crimea became possible because the Ukrainian defense forces regularly decimated Russian air defense systems. Since August 2025, the number of radar and air defense sites in Crimea hit by the Main Intelligence Directorate of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine has increased. Weakening air defenses is the first important step in the strategic plan, according to military expert and head of security projects at the Strategy XXI Center for Global Studies, Pavlo Lakiychuk. To make strikes more frequent or more effective, these are all different measures. They are united by a single goal and, consequently, a single plan. For example, to use Flamingo, Neptune, drones or naval drones against highly critical facilities, that is, primary targets, a series of stages must be completed. If an air defense system in Yevpatoria is hit, it means we're preparing for some kind of airstrike. First, we work on the surveillance system, the coastal surveillance system, the airspace surveillance system, notes Pavlo Lakiychuk. The American military also emphasizes the importance of striking air defense targets. Crimea is crucial, according to retired U.S. Army Colonel John Sweet. Crimea is crucial, and I believe it's clearly on the list of territories Ukraine wants to liberate. But they have to create those conditions, and they're doing that now by destroying the air defense systems that help the Russians stop additional strikes, whether with Flamingos, drones, or Neptune missiles. Retired U.S. Colonel John Sweet told, air defense assets are deployed in Crimea in clearly defined positions, which the Russian military cannot change, notes military expert Alexander Kovalenko. Strikes against them are carried out systematically, which serves to exhaust the entire Russian air defense system. To close the skies over Crimea, the Russians are removing air defense assets from other Russian regions and transporting them to the annexed Crimean peninsula. Kovalenko symbolically refers to Crimea as the Great Chernobyevka. Currently, Russia has two locations best protected by air defense systems, Moscow and the Moscow region, the densest layered air defense system. Second place is the temporarily occupied Crimean peninsula, and every time a radar system or launcher is taken out of temporarily occupied Crimea, Russia must resolve the issue quickly to compensate for the shortage of that unit or several units or more, and they send them to Crimea. They deploy them there again in the same positional area that we know about, and they won't be able to change them in any way. Again, Cape Tarkankut, the Radio Technical Regiment, it was there and will remain there because there is simply no other location there. And basically, from this we conclude that in terms of air defense system destruction, Crimea has truly become a Chernobyevka. The Russians have no other choice, no other way to change this, says Alexander Kovalenko. One of the air defense components destroyed in Crimea was the Nebo-U radar. Experts describe it as expensive, costing around $100 million. It is difficult to manufacture, requiring high-tech production lines and components. The Nebo-U radar can detect and track targets at altitudes exceeding 10 kilometers. It is the most advanced non-strategic missile defense system in Russia's arsenal, and it has only a handful. The main advantage of this system is that it detects and tracks targets at altitudes of up to and above 10 kilometers. These systems can also monitor Ukrainian airspace. That is, if we send a Storm Shadow or Scalpel G missile or something else toward the temporarily occupied Crimean peninsula, Nebo-U will detect it, all at a range of up to 10 kilometers or more. It provides target detection and tracking, which helps systems like the S-400, S-300 and S-500. No matter how much they claim this is a unique system in the world, they require appropriate tracking. Without this system, the systems are inoperable and won't be able to shoot down targets heading toward Crimea at such altitudes, notes military expert Alexander Kovalenko. Such strikes, experts note, are depleting the resources of the Russian Dnipro Forces Group, which is fighting in the Kherson and Zaporizhia regions. It receives fuel supplies from Crimea. Without sufficient fuel, military experts believe the Russians' offensive plans are limited.
Japan was assessing damage Tuesday and cautioning people of potential aftershocks after a late-night 7.5 magnitude earthquake caused injuries, light damage and a small tsunami in Pacific coastal communities. According to Associated Press, the Fire and Disaster Management Agency said at least 33 people were injured, one seriously. Most of them were hit by falling objects, public broadcaster NHK reported. The 7.5 magnitude quake struck around 11:15 p.m. in the Pacific Ocean, around 80 kilometers off the coast of Aomori, the northernmost prefecture of Japan's main Honshu island. The U.S. Geological Survey said it occurred 44 kilometers below the surface. A tsunami of up to 70 centimeters was measured in Kuji Port in Iwate Prefecture, just south of Aomori, and waves up to 50 centimeters struck other communities in the region, the Japan Meteorological Agency said. NHK reported the waves damaged some oyster rafts. The agency lifted all tsunami advisories by 6:30 a.m. Tuesday. Power was mostly restored by Tuesday morning, according to the Tohoku Electric Power Company.
2階建て2階の部分から崩れてしまったようです。
何回かこういう大きな地震にあってんですけれども、瓶物が割れなかったというのは本当に不幸中の幸いでしたね。
放着！救我！喂，放地上。